Do a backflip.
Brother.
I think I'm having a UFC withdrawals, guys, because I've tried to record this video for about 10 minutes now, and I've never messed up my words more than when I've tried to record it. I'm messing it up right now. Look, anyways, Edwards Morales, right? So this is the rumored fight, the big rumored fight, the fight that I'm basing this video around. But also there's some other smaller fights like Kai Sakura, Tim Elliott, which we'll talk about later. But we're going to start with the big stuff here. Here's the real big stuff here. Michael Morales, Leon Edwards, rumored for UFC 320. Now, this guy's source is actually pretty good now. I don't know if he was maybe a bad source before, but he's actually a pretty good source because he reported that Kai Sakura was fighting Tim Elliott, and obviously it's been announced officially by Big Marcel, and so he's a pretty good source, so I'm going to trust that his information is good for this video. But Morales, Edwards in the works for UFC 320. I think it's a perfect fight. I know that Morales wanted to come back on that card in the Mexico card at 320. Maybe that card could be okay, you know. If honestly looking at it, if we get Morales versus Edwards on that card, Volk Yair, yeesh, I don't care for Volk Yair, man. I really don't care for Volk Yair. Probably Moreno's on that card. That card could be good, but nonetheless, Leon Edwards, Michael Morales. Leon Edwards is officially cooked. Just look at this photo of him, man. He knows it. He looks terrified. He looks terrified, bro. Like, Leon Edwards is in a kind of a unfortunate path because he went from, and even his path to the belt wasn't like the easiest, but it was like, you know, you fought Bilal, but you poked his eye out. You fought, you dropped out of the fight against Hamzat a couple of times. Well, Hamzat dropped out of a couple of them too. That fight was scheduled like 4 different times, I think. You fought Nate Diaz, and you almost got KO'd by Nate Diaz. Who else did he fight getting to the belt? I don't know. He ends up getting a title shot, basically. He was on like a 10-fight winning streak. Good for him. But he gets a title shot. He flukes a head kick in the 5th round, and then he goes on to have one of the worst title reigns of the modern era. And then he loses to Bilal Muhammad, and then he gets embarrassed by Sean Brady, and now he's going to probably get KO'd by Michael Morales. I think he might have to retire, guys. I think he might have to retire. Like, seriously, man. And it sucks because you don't hear guys like Ian Gary call him out, like, ever. I've never heard Ian Gary call out Edwards, ever. Even when Edwards was, like, coming off of one loss, he didn't mention Leon's name. Like, nobody either wants to fight Leon or cares to fight Leon. You know, I mean, hey, Leon Edwards lost his freaking belt. He lost to Brady. We ain't heard from the guy since. The guy just, I don't know. But Edwards, Morales, Michael Morales is going to KO this boy. Michael Morales is going to fuck Leon Edwards up pretty bad. Like, Edwards is good, don't get me wrong. But the path to victory is just so... Morales is good pressure. Wicked KO power. He's good on the ground. He's good defensively. Not perfect defensively. Like, Burns caught him a couple of times. Like, twice. A couple of times really is like twice. Excuse me. Incoming, someone in the comments. No way, he burped. That's disgusting. I'm disliking. You know how many I've had like about 3 different comments. Like, dude, you really burped? Like, as if I can control when I burp? Or would you just rather me edit out like every mistake in the video? Like, oh, he stuttered, he should edit it out. Oh, he burped, he should edit it out. Anyways. Sorry, I had to rant about that real quick because... Anyways, Edwards Morales, excuse me. He probably wishes he was fighting Gilbert Burns. It's just the path to victory is very slim for Edwards. And even if he loses... Even if he wins, let's start with that. Even if he wins, then what? Then it's Buckley, then it's Shavkat, then it's JDM, then it's Gary. Sean Brady in a rematch? No. He ain't fighting Usman again. We're not doing the quadrilogy. Even Bilal would beat him again. Even though I think people are now saying, oh, Bilal is... I still respect Bilal. I don't think Bilal, just because he's coming off of a loss now, is like a bum. But the path at welterweight. I mean, you got Makhachev. I didn't even mention Makhachev. Oh my God, you have Islam Makhachev now too. He's cooked. Leon Edwards is officially cooked, man. Like, and then if he loses, it's like, could he get like a Gilbert Burns? Maybe. Could he get a Wonder Boy? Even Wonder Boy would give him problems, dare I say. MVP would give him a lot of problems. MVP would beat him, I think, pretty clearly. Prates would KO him, I think. I feel very bad for Leon Edwards and Leon Edwards fans, but this ain't going to be good for him. So this has been rumored. It's a big fight, and Edwards is cooked. Now, this is the good stuff here. Kai Sakura, Tim Elliott has been announced, not officially, but it's Big Marcel. It's been announced for UFC 319, on August 16th. Great fight. I think it's a great fight, honestly, because first of all, it's a grappler. Obviously, a lot of people think that Kai Sakura has no grappling. He has no grappling, and Tim Elliott is also ranked, so it's sort of like a win-win in terms of he gets to fight a ranked opponent. And he also gets to test how good his grappling is or isn't. We ain't seen him since November. So it's been a December, I think. Yeah, I think the Pantoja fight was December. We ain't seen him in a while, man. So this is gonna be a good fight. It's not like a huge test. Like, I think he will win this because Tim Elliott is capable of getting hit. He's hittable. He has a good chin, decent chin, but he is hittable. He has good grappling, obviously, though. That's the main thing here is, like, can Kai Sakura, is he good enough to not get taken down by Tim Elliott? And if he gets taken down, can he get back up? So it's a good test for him. I think he wins, but I am going to be looking forward to this. It probably is going to be on the main card of 319, but I'm okay with it. Hopefully that card is stacked. That is the card in Chicago. That is the DDP Hamzat card, by the way. So, yeah, brother. Also, this is the Atlanta card, which, who cares? This has been announced. Borshev versus Terrence McKinney. Terrence McKinney, they really like Terrence McKinney. I don't know why, because this is a winnable matchup for him. And his last opponent hadn't fought in 2 years. Now they're giving him Borshev, who's on a big losing streak. He's kind of like the Kevin Holland in terms of, like, you got KO power and you're black. We're gonna push you. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, there is a bit of a pattern because I don't think McKinney is good at all. He has no marketability, and he looks like a overgrown baby. But he has that like Shakur Stevenson face where it's just like, is this guy like a child, like, that's just been like overgrown? I don't know, but nonetheless, winnable for him. He probably does win, sadly, even though I am a Borshev enjoyer. But the UFC, man, they're giving him a pretty favorable matchup here for some reason. I don't know, but it's going to be a good fight, though. Don't get me wrong. I'm excited for it. It's going to be a good fight. And Terrence McKinney does have good scraps. It's just like, just look at his face, man. Just look at the guy's. Wait, I'm covering it. Just look at his face. Look at Terrence McKinney's face. Like, I'm stuck. Okay, like, tell me that guy does not have, like, the most punchable face you've ever seen. But nonetheless, also, I think he's been, like, arrested for, like, assault or something. I don't know. But nonetheless, that's a good fight. Let's keep scrolling here. Blanchfield versus Barber. Nobody cares about that. Keep scrolling. Now, this was rumored, Bilal versus Shavkat, but it's been debunked by Daniel Rubenstein, who is the manager of Shavkat, I believe. I believe he's the manager of Bilal. So this has been debunked, sadly. We also have this fight that's been... Who cares about that? Like, what are we doing here? Keep going. Oban Elliott, my guy, versus Seong Kyung Ko. So Oban Elliott has pulled out of his fight against Ramiz Brahimaj, and now he'll be fighting in front of a crowd. So that's actually really cool. He probably pulled out on purpose so he could fight in front of a crowd. So based Oban Elliott. Nobody wants to fight in the Apex. Fuck that shit. We also have Ateba Guatier. He is fighting Robert Valentin. I think it's a good fight. I think Robert Valentin is going to get put in a body bag, but it is a good fight. Not Valentin. He's got a solid chin, but he is hittable. He is hittable. He's a little bit too patient. If Guattier just pressures in that first round, he's gonna fucking KO this guy. He's gonna KO Robert Valentin bad. So I like that fight. Another big fight. Okay, I actually forgot about this fight. Roman Dolidze will fight Anthony Hernandez. I actually did forget about this. This is a really good fight. So this is the main event of an Apex card. So take that how you will, I guess. Unfortunately, this will main event an Apex card, but so like we're still doing Apex cards, but I've seen worse Apex main events. I mean, we literally have Macy Barber versus Aaron Blanchfield. Yeah, awful. So yeah, this is a good fight. I think it's tricky because though I am a number one Dolidze hater, I can acknowledge that his striking is horrendous. It's horrendous. But he has pretty wicked jiu-jitsu. And Anthony Hernandez likes to take it to the ground a lot. So it's going to be very interesting. I think on the feet, it's gonna look really shit. Let's be honest, because like even Hernandez sometimes on the feet, I'm like, this guy's a highly ranked middleweight. Same with Dolidze. I'm like, these guys are highly ranked middleweights when I see these guys fight, but at least when they're striking, they're much better on the ground though, for sure. So I'm excited for this 5-rounder. I might go with Hernandez. I trust him to keep his pace going for 5 rounds, but you know, Dolidze is he's gonna goofy his way to a win probably. The GOAT, Mitsabek Orlobai, will fight Tofik Musayev. I don't know how to say that. In Baku. They're putting like every good fight on Baku. I wouldn't mind this being like not in Baku, but it is what it is. Orlobai is back. Tofik Musayev is pretty good, I guess. This is a good fight. Orlobai had that war against Mateusz Rebecki, so I'm excited to see him back. And let's hope he can win that one. And I don't know if that is it. There is more. Okay, nobody cares about Jeremiah Wells and Phil Rowe versus Angelusa. It's a decent fight for Atlanta. They're just going to put every black guy in Atlanta. Oh, wait, never mind. Paul Craig versus Rodolfo Gelato is going to be on Atlanta too, so never mind. I take that back. It was looking like that. Oh, boy. What the fuck are these two? Oh, my gosh, bro. This young man, and then you have this other young man with longer hair. So Jimmy Crute. All right, now we're getting into like who are these? Now we're getting into okay. Oh, finally something. Vinicius Oliveira versus Kyler Phillips. Sick fight. Another sick fight. Stylistically on the feet, it's going to be really, really fun. I think I got Vinicius Oliveira. Yeah, I think Vinicius Oliveira can win this one. To be honest with you, he's quicker. I think. He's good on the ground, so he won't be held down, and he also can use his offensive grappling if needed. He's got a good chin, of course. Yeah, I think he's a little bit quicker. I think he's a bit slicker, good head movement, a little bit more dynamic. I think he'll mix it up well. And, you know, Kyler Phillips, didn't he lose to freaking Pedro Munoz recently? Was it Pedro Munoz or he lost to somebody? Some Rob Font was it? I think he lost to Rob Font. It was not Pedro Munoz. Rob Font. They all look the same to me, but yeah, I think he did lose to some old head recently, but nonetheless, I'm still picking Oliveira to probably, maybe he could get a finish on him. I'm not sure. Nick Klein versus Andre Puliev. Who and who? No, I'm not a casual, I swear. Eric Anders versus Christian Leroy Duncan. Who cares? Christian Leroy Duncan is terrible. Boring as fuck. Boring as fuck, brother. And I believe that's it. Haraguchi is out, so we're going to get to Tagir. How do you say his guys? Oh, never mind. So that's all the fight news we got today overall. So nothing big. No like big, like, whoa, this has been announced. Like Justin Gaethje versus Arman Tsarukyan. Which, excuse me. Incoming, someone in my comments raging about me burping. Where is Justin Gaethje? Where is Arman Tsarukyan? Where is Arman Tsarukyan? Like that's the main one. Where the fuck is Arman Tsarukyan? But also, where is Justin Gaethje? Where are these big lightweight names that we haven't seen in like months? Where's Mauricio Rufy even? I'm not sure what's going on, but some decent fights announced. I just wanted an excuse to make a video. I'm not gonna lie, because I kind of, I like this is fun to me. I like making videos, but when there's nothing to talk about, sometimes you got to take a couple of days off. So, but I'm here. I'm doing this video. Make sure you guys like and sub. Become a member in the description. What are you guys' thoughts on these fights? What's the fight on this in this video you're looking forward to the most? I've been stuttering this whole video. I don't know why. Maybe I'm having like UFC withdrawals or something. I'm not sure, but see you guys. Peace.